valve.
Should I put it in neutral first?
Thumb key valve. That's the first thing you do.
Okay.
Shut it off.
So you leave it in first even?
Well, it won't roll if you're parked in first, right?
Okay, yeah. All right.
Side stands down, safely dismount. Over here. Over here. Keep your gear on. Well, that was interesting. Okay, I saw a few new smiles on that one, okay.
Saw a couple too?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You guys are starting to figure out why we enjoy it so much, and that's great. So, that was a two-part exercise. Which was easier, part one or part two?
Part two.
Why?
Because you're actually right.
Part one.
Yeah.
Right, the faster you go, more stable. Do you remember Thursday night I'd be asking you to do this?
Yes, he did it to me like twice.
How many other people were given this signal or told bring the speed up some?
You have a question?
Oh no, he asked it.
Okay, so did some of you find that you needed to practice applying your brakes smoothly? So what happens when you don't apply your brakes smoothly?
Get thrown forward,
Right,
or
it destabilizes the suspension, so it's a gradual squeeze, right?
What I noticed for me, I wasn't putting my right foot like leaning it on the brake kind of like I just if I keep it there, I know that I'm gonna brake smoother.
Right. Okay.
Because at
Great.
first I wasn't keeping it on there. I was just stopping with the front.
Well, okay, it's important to use both
So-
brakes, huh?
Yes.
Does that work better?
That's what. Yeah, it was working better at the end. That's when I was like.
Okay.
I guess all I got to say is you're all doing good. You're improving. With your braking, just remember one thing. We got a closed circuit range here. There ain't much that's going to get in your way outside of yourself. We've got plenty of stopping room. So if you have an issue with your braking, take a little longer to stop. We want you to stop at the cone, but guess what? If you go 2 bike lengths past it the first time, okay, a little longer to stop. Each time you come by, practice stopping in a shorter distance. You'll gradually get used to it, okay?
Excellent. Thank you. Good tip. Okay. It's 30 minutes. Okay.
Doing good.
So, are we ready to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, they get more fun. Okay. He's the range aid. He sets up the cones. Okay. The next exercise, the objective of this exercise is to be able to shift gears and stop smoothly. That'll be your start position.
Yep.
And I'll demo it down here. Okay, on the range we have 2 clutch control lanes down the middle and a shift stop lane on the long side. This is what it looks like. I know you have no idea what you're looking at.
Nope, not at
Well,
all.
that's why David is going to demonstrate the path of travel. So,
Likes
on
your bike.
signal, you will ride through the clutch control lanes, down the range, to the beginning of a shift stop lane. Keep a safety margin between riders while riding and while in line. On signal, and one at a time, you will ride down the lane, shifting to second gear, releasing your clutch. As you approach the stop point, shift to first gear and stop between the last set of cones. Do not release the clutch after downshifting to first gear. Remain stopped for coaching. On signal, slowly ride through the turn and proceed to the middle to practice the clutch control lanes. The clutch control lanes is a place where you practice your friction point, for some of you who are still learning. Okay? And then turn and get in the other line. There's a start point where he is, and there's another start point on the other side. The group will be split up. You're going to go one lane, then you're going to go the other lane. You're going to go one. You're going to go back and forth. Okay? So let's walk down here and watch the demo. So Dave is at the starting point. Okay, over here, behind me. You're going to watch that he keeps his eyes up. He stops smoothly. He stops using both brakes. You good, Dave? This range is a little different than some of the standard ranges, modified a little bit. Go ahead, up the middle. So if you're coming out of staging, you're not going to do the clutch control lane the first time. You're just going to make a nice big arc. Okay, you're going to ride down the middle, and then Dave will be down there. He'll send some of you to the left and some to the right. So you just ride down. Okay, so he's doing the clutch control anyway. So.
So we're shifting it to second there, and then in the group.
No, I'll show you where you're shifting in a second. Okay, so that's the beginning of the lane. You're in first gear. Okay? So on signal. Now you're going to shift right now. Second gear. Ease the clutch out and ride. And then stop smoothly between the last set of cones. Okay? Which would be right here.
Basically at the end of that yellow
So
line.
then after stopping,
Yeah.
you're going to receive coaching from the rider coaches. And then you will proceed through the perimeter turn, which is inside this yellow line. Some of you it'll go easier the
And don't
first
forget to
time
get
than
it back
others.
and forth.
If you don't do it well, we'll work for it.
remember that.
Perimeter,
Well, you mean you want
corner,
to put it in first anyway?
your head,
Technically a stop.
and then you do your clutch control lane down the middle.
Stop, no matter what you're doing, you just hold that clutch and obviously take it down.
And then you're going to go into getting the other line. You go back and forth. Now, ladies and
No,
gentlemen,
you won't.
Just push that gear.
You can only go one gear.
downshift here. No, no shifting. Excuse me.
I don't want to go into third.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. I want you to stop between the last set of cones, not 2 feet back like he did, okay? There's a reason for it. Okay, so here he goes. Shifting to second gear. He's riding. When he gets to those green cones, pull in your clutch and stop between the last set of cones. Okay? And ride the perimeter turn up the middle to the clutch control lanes. And then you'll go to the other line. And then, okay, you're going to, you got it?
What are we doing in the clutch control lane?
Just practicing your friction zone.
That's it, okay.
Are we power walking through here or are we actually riding?
Riding. Riding. If it doesn't go well the first time, don't worry, you'll get better. This is what we're going to try.
Yeah, try to stay inside the 2 cones. That's what we're gonna try.
So you stop over there. But this is where you pull in your clutch at those green cones. Okay?
Pull in your clutch when you downshift.
Yes. And hold the clutch in. Okay? We're going to practice the shifting. Go to your motorcycle for a simulated practice.
When you shift.
So you don't want us to actually downshift.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes? Let's do one. You will downshift the first. All right. Okay, everybody except Scooter. Okay, you may mount. We have a simulated practice. Side stands up. We're going to practice these shifts. For the purposes of this simulated practice, we're going to make believe that your shifter is on the ground. Do not pick up your feet. So make believe the shifter's on the ground. Both feet on the ground. So you're riding along. Your head and eyes are up. you're looking where you're going, you have a little bit of throttle on. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll off the throttle, squeeze the clutch, and push down, push up with your foot to go to second. Lift up. And then let your clutch out. That's shifting to second. Now I want you to do that movements with me. So, roll on the little throttle, roll off, squeeze your clutch, lift, and let that clutch out. Let's do that one more time. No, use the ground. Not the real one, not the real shifter. Alright, little throttle. Roll off, squeeze your clutch, lift, let your clutch out. Now, when you come down to the green cone, squeeze your clutch